Hey guys, Alex here. Today we're gonna be doing a oil change on a Chevy Cobalt 2007. Right now the car has almost 109,000 miles on it. Alright, so everything you need for an oil change is the oil. For this car I'm gonna put 5W30 full synthetic. Why? Because it's better than the conventional. They say the conventional is the one that you have to put on the engine, on this type of engine, but I don't really like it because it makes so much noise on the RPMs, and that's why I changed to full synthetic. It sounds better. You also need your oil filter. This one is basically XG9018. It's good for 15,000 miles, but I like to change it while I change the oil as well. You need a wrench. You need a 15 millimeter socket. You need safety goggles to do this. You also need gloves if you want. You also need your oil pan to do this job. Alright, so we're under the car. What you want to do next is locate the drain plug, which is this part right here. That's your drain plug for the engine. You also want to have your oil pan ready. Alright. You want to move everything away. I have your oil pan ready. I don't need this anymore. Alright. The engine is still hot, but what you want to do before you take the oil out of the engine, you'll need to heat it up a little bit. Everything is coming out. You want to do this, you want to set this for about 10 minutes. To make it better, you would want to open the hood. And you'll want to take the oil cap off. Alright, so now I've just finished opening the oil cap, so air could come in through here and all the oil could come out through there. Basically you use a 15 millimeter socket, and you use the wrench, which is that piece right there. Put the oil pan there, wait about 10 minutes for the whole oil to come out, the old oil to come out of the engine. Once it comes out, you need to put back, you need to clean the plug. You need to clean the plug, inspect it, make sure that it doesn't have anything wrong with it. Inspect if it's good to put it back or not. Change it, go to your local parts store and look for another drain plug so you can put it back to the engine. Right now it's almost finished, but I'll let it go for another 10 minutes. Make sure everything comes out. You want to come up here and you want to take out the engine cover like I did here. Took off the engine cover, and this right here is where you locate this is where the oil filter is at. I forgot to mention, as in the beginning of the video, that you'll need a 32 millimeter socket in order to take that off. I would consider buying the small one. See how this one is small, and in AutoZone they have a bigger one that's like from my thumb to my index finger, that big, but it wouldn't fit. It won't fit if you if you put it because of this. So what you want to do is just put that there. You can use your I forgot to mention as well that if your oil cap looks like that, it'll be a good time to change it to a different one. This one looks like it's been through hell and back. So I'm gonna go to my auto parts and change it right after this. So what you want to do is use your socket, your wrench. Well, you put your socket in and then you want to use your wrench, and what you want to do is take it off. Take off this cap covering the oil filter. Alright, now you'll want to take this off right away, because if not, as you can see, I got stuck here. There you go. And you'll want to use your fingers in order to take this off. Alright, I let it sit for about 10 minutes and it's starting to make drops like that. That means that it's empty and it's ready to be filled up with new oil. If you can see closely, there's nothing that tells me that I need to change it. Everything looks good. Usually when you need to change the plug, the drain plug, usually there's like parts that are chipping off, but my plug looks good, so I'm gonna put it back, clean it up, and then put it back. Alright, so I just finished putting back the plug in. Now I'm gonna show you how to do it properly. You don't want to use you don't want to snug it too much. So it's right here. That's all you do. Just give it a little snug. Now what you want to do is take the oil filter off of the cap and take the O-ring off as well. You also want to check here, inspect it, look at it if anything looks odd. Everything looks good, so I'll just leave it like that. Alright, so I just finished taking out the oil filter, and now I'm taking off the O-ring that comes with the filter. You want to use a flathead screwdriver or needle nose pliers to take this off. But either one works, so it doesn't really matter. As for the oil filter, it looks pretty good. I could use this again, but I just don't want to. I'd rather just change it. Looks pretty good. Doesn't look bad. If you want. Now what you want to do is get the new O-ring. Do not put it in this dry. Use some oil. Lube it up. Make sure it's all looped up, the O-ring. So YouTube, I just finished putting in the new oil, and apparently I didn't have a funnel. So what I did was open it little by little, the hole, and I started draining it, and it worked. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this finish draining and put everything back together. I'll show you how to reset the oil life buttons, you know.
Alright, YouTube, so this is basically how you reset your oil life back to 100. Basically you do this, go to oil life, and what you want to do is press these two buttons for 3 to 5 seconds. And then it says oil life reset, and then you press this